we take a look at the tail of the tape. Torres, 27, 5'7", 155 pounds. His reach, 69.5 inches. And Brian Cobb, 32 years of age, 5'11", 155.5, and 70.25 inches. Our tail of the tape brought to you by Boost Mobile.
Once again, ladies and gentlemen, this is a matchup scheduled for 3 5-minute rounds in the World Series of Fighting lightweight division. Introducing first, fighting from the blue corner, a true mixed martial artist, trained as a wrestler with good striking skills. His record, 19 wins with 7 losses. He stands 5 feet 11 inches tall, and he weighed in at 155.5 pounds. Training at Team Pain and Suffering, and here tonight fighting out of Bakersfield, California, here is Brian the Bandit Cobb. His opponent tonight fighting out of the red corner, a Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu artist with a professional record of 25 wins with just 4 losses. He stands 5 feet 7 inches tall, weighed in at an even 155 pounds, training from Nova União and fighting out of Manacapuru, Amazonas, Brazil. He comes to the cage on a 2-year, 11-fight win streak. Ladies and gentlemen, here is Ronys Torres. And your referee for this bout is Herb Dean.
Back.
So here we go. This one's scheduled for 3 rounds in the lightweight division. Herb Dean is our official.
Whoa. Now, let's see what Brian Cobb, if you can keep him on the outside. I have the feeling, right away, shoot for a takedown. It was a little high there.
And Herb Dean's going to stop.
Or a little low, however you want to call it.
Exactly right. It was a little low, unintentional kick there. As Torres was going for the inside leg kick, that is when Cobb made his move to the inside. Herb Dean says discretion, 5 minutes allowed, and he doesn't need it. We're back to fighting.
Yeah, he was looking at his record. He says, wait a minute, he's got 7 knockouts. That's 4 more knockouts than me. I want to take this fight to the ground.
Confidence has certainly got to be in the corner of Torres. He comes in with that 11-fight win streak, has not tasted defeat in 2 years. And look at this flurry.
A hammer strike. I'd never seen that. That was cool. Wow, instead of an uppercut when they lean forward, a hammer strike.
Now, boss, Cobb's got to be very careful. He knows the speed in the hands of Torres now. You saw him there try to shoot, unable to get there, and quickly had to get out.
And he already feels it. Even though it's on the defense, he feels the power.
Sure.
You know, so he knows that one little mistake, that could be the end of the fight. He throws punches, but there's not a lot of power behind it. He needs a little bit more explosiveness in his strikes. It's almost like he's pulling back.
Cobb doing a good job of moving the head, grabs a single.
Was a nice job there, double jab to look for the distance and then go for the takedown. Can he take it to the ground? He's got to sweep with the right foot now. There we go. Nice job. Can he keep it though?
Trying to take the back of Ronys Torres. Brian Cobb working right now.
Whoop, stomps. You know, a lot of people say, they're so effective. I've never ever seen a fight stopped by being stomped.
Usually they use that set up for something else. He's trying to get Torres to the ground.
Yeah, he doesn't want to let him in his game anymore. He felt the power.
Well, you look at the strength in the legs of Torres, though, that sprawl. I mean, Cobb can do nothing with it.
No, and those stomps, you know, if the foot is flat on the ground, it's not going to do anything. It's not going to break any bones. So they might hurt, but you're most of the time going to feel it after the fight. Right now with the adrenaline, there's not a lot of hurt.
That's what we like to call a tomorrow morning injury. You feel that tomorrow morning?
That's the one. The T injury. The time. And those you're going to feel. Because that leg, the hamstring is relaxed, and then when you pop a knee against it, you know, that's going to do some damage.
Lightweight division.
Sometimes more effective even than low kicks. Because you get flex.
Well, if Cobb's done nothing else, he has slowed the attack of Torres, who came out striking in bunches early in this first round.
Yeah, he needs to have him here and keep him there because he's got a lot of power. This, though, could be trouble because if Torres is going to get up, you know, his striking from there, because he's shorter, got way more power.
Big shot.
That's what I mean, man. He might have the guillotine here. He needs to close the guard. It does it to me. It's almost impossible to finish somebody like that. But
yeah, look at this.
Beautiful escape. That's what you want to do. You want to jump to the opposite side of where your head is caught. That will take the pressure off your throat.
Yep, and Cobb realizes there's nothing to be gained there, and he releases.
Yep. It was smart, though, because maybe on purposely he put him against the fence like that so he couldn't jump to the other side.
And now Torres with the advantage. He's got Cobb pinned up against the cage, so his head cannot move a whole lot. Closing it down, and he's just raining down some heavy leather.
Yeah, this is dangerous for Cobb here. Cobb wants to smother him, keep him tight, you know, and probably go for a triangle. Wow. He's got to constantly, you know, the pressure that Torres puts on him. Look at this, how he passes. Beautiful. Almost like he's looking for a straight armbar. Oh, no, stretching him out now.
Ronys Torres is now taking the back. This is problem. Ronys Torres has taken the back, and now he's raining down on Cobb.
Yeah.
Cobb has nowhere to go.
A lot of power. Cobb's just bucking up. Simply bucking up. Will make feel like Torres is riding a bull. You know, he's got to look for balance and he can't strike.
Under a minute to go here in round one. This one's scheduled for 3.
That was good there. He stretched his leg so the hook from Torres slipped off. You don't want to hook in because then he can stretch you out. He's going to probably do it now again. See, there we go. He needs to wriggle his foot in between those legs. Exactly what he's doing. So Cobb really understands positioning.
And right now, the bandit, Brian Cobb, is in full survival mode as we come up on 30 seconds to go here in round number 1. He has taken some shots, boss, but he's still in there.
He might go for a straight armbar. He might throw that other leg over him. It's almost like he sets that up. Look at this, here we come. You see? That's the straight armbar I was talking about. I saw him moving his hips that way.
Cobb recognizing it, but Torres still has a good grip on there. Under 10 seconds to go now here in round 1.
He just needs to keep his hands clenched.
And we will see a round 2.
All right, it was a piece of gum or something.
Right.
Here we go, round number 2. Ronys Torres and Brian Cobb. And we talked about Cobb doing a great job of getting out of some multiple submission attempts by Ronys Torres, but Torres came out like a bull in that first round.
Full blasting, lots of power. If I was Cobb, I would go kick the body. You know, the elbows are really high up from Torres. Maybe he can deliver some damage there. And then if it goes to the ground, well, at least he can control him and keep him close. Oh, now a takedown there from Torres. Can he get it? Guillotine attempt right away from Cobb again. He jumps out again to the opposite side. Beautiful. Now we can cross-face. If we would cross-face Cobb, that would put a lot of pressure on the joint, and he has to release that guillotine, which now he already released by himself.
Torres inflicting some damage on the rib cage of Cobb.
Wow,
trying to get that side control.
Great positioning then by Torres. He's moving all around. Beautiful job. Beautiful side mount now. You know, and he's going to keep it there. Should bring some knees to the thighs at this moment. You know, those thighs you can't flex.
If you're in Brian Cobb's corner, what are you telling your fighter?
Yeah, get up, push him down. You know, like both hands, push him down to the hip and then sit up. Oh, he's going for an attack there.
The armbar again.
Yeah, I can't see it from here. Okay, now I got it. He's looking for Kimura, I believe. Missed that one too late. For positioning. And beautiful. Look at how he grabs the back and how he slides. Nice job here. It's like the roles are reversed from round 1, right?
Now he takes the back once again. Torres on Brian Cobb, gets the hooks in, and now he's going to go for multiple attacks here. And this is where Cobb's got to be really smart on his defense.
Yeah, Brian Cobb has a couple of losses. 4 of those losses came by way of submission. So sometimes there is a default, so to say, a mistake that he makes.
This is round 2 of Schedule 3 in the lightweight division here, the World Series of Fighting from Planet Hollywood Live.
It's almost like he might again go for a straight armbar. He's going to rip himself, push himself more higher, and then see if he can go for that. You see, he's going to throw his left leg, I think, over his head. He's looking for an armbar on the right arm of Cobb. Be better.
Oh, wow, and Cobb turns quickly back on him.
And this is tight, you know. This could be, no, he's already out. I go, wow, because that looked like he slid in that guillotine attempt.
So a pure chess match inside the cage here. World Series of Fighting 1. Brian Cobb now seems to have the upper hand on Ronys Torres of Brazil.
And although no elbows are allowed here in the World Series of Fighting to the face, they are allowed to the body. Oh, I hear now, last minute change rule, no elbows at all. Rule change. That's my Dutch.
Well, boss, you look at the first round that we saw, and it was action-filled 5 minutes. Both fighters now look to be a little bit gassed as we come under a minute 40 to go here in round 2.
That's the thing with the mixed martial arts, man. It's the takedowns, the striking, going back up and down. You're pulling and then you're pushing, you know, and that wears your muscles down, and especially the core. And once the core gets blown up, you know, it's going to start pushing your lungs away. Look, the guillotine, he might have it. Yeah. He might have it. This looks very tight.
Cranking it down.
Oh.
Is it in deep
he
enough,
has to
though?
sit up. No, he's out. He needs to clench his hands together like he's doing now.
Ronys Torres trying to pop his head through.
He has to pop his hips backwards. Now let's see what Cobb can do now. He needs a hook. He needs a leg hook, because otherwise he can't stretch him out.
This may have been the best position so far in the fight for Brian Cobb.
And he already should start thinking ahead that even if Torres escapes, that he right away goes for ground and pound now. Use that moment. Yeah, he's out. You see, it's not really under there. He's got one artery free on the left side of his neck.
Do the knee with your foot. Come out of the glove. Do the knee with your foot. Come out of the glove.
Well, you hear him though. You hear, you know, he has trouble.
30 seconds.
But it's not a blood choke anymore. Yep.
Not in deep enough on Torres, so Cobb goes to work on the rib cage.
And he has to watch out. You know, Torres wants to skip his head backwards, but then he will create space for Cobb to slide in the guillotine choke, you know. That's the chess game we always talk about. One little mistake here, it's over.
Final 10 seconds here in round number 2. Brian Cobb with the advantage. And we will see a round 3.
Can't grab it inside your glove.
So here we go, the action from round number 2. Guillotine attempts would be the theme of this round, boss.
It really is. It really is. And it might look close here, but right away you see him jumping out all the way. What an athletic abilities here, right? The way he did that, beautiful.
And this was later in the round. Once again, Cobb seen an opportunity to try to get the guillotine again, not able to apply it deep enough.
No, he slipped out. Now he thinks he might have it, but then, you know, again, you're going to need a hook there.
Here we go with the third and final round in the lightweight division World Series of Fighting. Ronys Torres on the left of your screen, Brian Cobb on the right. And unofficially, boss, I've got this 1 round each.
I think so too. Yep, I'm so too. And you know, look at him coming here. Oh, Brian Cobb, he's coming forward. He looks like he's rejuvenated almost. Couldn't wait for the round to start. That is not a good thing, though. You don't want to get a hit behind the ear, because that will disconnect your brain from the body.
And you wonder now, if you look at the hands of both fighters, still staying up there, but Ronys Torres not coming forward like he was in the first round. Do you think he shot a lot of his energy out in that first round, and now he's just running on fumes?
He did, you know, and that was actually a wide open takedown there that normally somebody could defend, but you can see that both guys get tired. And you're right, you know, there's a lot of pulling been done. And that takes a lot of energy out of you. Like that acid, once that starts, man, ooh.
All right, I asked you earlier, if you're in Brian Cobb's corner, what are you telling his fighter? If you're in Ronys Torres' corner, what do you tell your fighter in English for the fans at home?
In English for the fans, well, I want to do Brazilian, but I'm not going to do it then, okay? Just rain down the storm. Full blast punches, you know, but none of this, of course, from the mount position. This is really good. Knees to the thighs again, because the thigh muscles are relaxed. They have a lot of impact. Although, and last round, is he really going to stop somebody with it? No. So most of the time they use it as a setup. Knees to the body, though, when people get tired, are very effective.
Brian Cobb maintains active and continues to land punches even when it looks like Torres has the better. So if you had to be put on the spot, which I'm about to do to you, boss, who needs this round?
Both need this round. Both need this round. Whoever wins this round wins the fight. You know, look at this. They're thinking really the same. They're connecting at the same time, all the time, the last 5 punches.
Cobb putting together maybe crisper combinations, but the power still in the hands of Ronys Torres, the Brazilian.
And you know what? You should go to the body. Once the opponent gets tired, go to the body because they're breathing heavy. And if you nail him at the moment he breathes in, that's the goal of the spot. You go down. They go down.
Finish it.
Got that arm caught there. He's going to try to climb his back. Nope. Torres saw it coming and he stopped him right away. Wow. That's a lot of energy been thrown out in this fight. Yeah, this is the, they both know that they need this round. So, you know, they got to dig. And score the most. Just hit everything. It's going to trip him back into another moment.
This is a tough thing to train for when you're in your training camps, that last 5 minutes where the fight is on the line.
Yep. You know, you say it many times, that you know, the training should be so hard that the fight is easy, but once adrenaline and everything gets involved, it takes a lot of power out of you.
Under 2 minutes to go here in the third and final round of this lightweight bout of the World Series of Fighting. Ronys Torres and Brian Cobb, who right now is trying to take the back away from Torres, and Torres looks like he's just gathering his breath maybe for a last minute 30 flurry.
He should just keep kneeing those legs and then switch it to the midsection. Like here, with the left knee to the midsection. You know, when they're breathing heavy, can't see the kick coming, so he can't flex at the moment of impact. That's trouble.
And they break. So here we go, under 90 seconds to go, and as we heard from our expert, Boss Rutan, the winner of this round will probably win this fight. Big combination coming from Torres.
Oh, look at that. He can take a punch. Both these guys. That's never a good sign when you put your hands to your hips. Shouldn't do that. That gives the opponent wings, is what I always say. There we go.
Cobb keeps coming forward. He looks like he wants to get the takedown, and he does.
Got it. And that's going to score heavy in the end of the round. If you can keep him down now, that takedown is going to count. And he might win the fight with this now. Torres needs to get up, because if he doesn't get up in now in 10 seconds, then the takedown is going to count. And he knows it. You see, he's struggling to get up.
Under 30 to go now. Cobb, again, working the back, trying to get Torres back down to the canvas.
See, now in a fight like this, I would say sudden death would be a great thing to do at the end, right? This is so close. You know, that would be a good goal.
You certainly can make a case for both fighters.
That's it. It really is. There's no way I can tell who won this fight now. If they count the takedown, Cobb's going to get it.
And it will go to the judges.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 3 rounds of fighting, we go to the judges' scorecard, and they return a split decision. Judge Patricia Jarman scores the bout 29-28 Torres. Judge Lester Griffin 29-28 Cobb. And Judge Dame Hagan scores the bout 29-28 for your winner, Brian Cobb!
Yeah. Get ready. Listen. What you wanna do? If you don't strike first, that's when they gon' come at you. Yeah. And you know it's true. Don't let your life get worse. Being timid, that ain't cool. Nah.